When you see a picture of a solemn altar, what do you think of? To many people, it looks like worship. It seems like people are praying to a deity called Buddha, perhaps asking for health, wealth, or a miracle. But what if the Buddha never claimed to be a god? And what if the most profound change we can make doesn't come from asking for help from the outside, but from awakening something on the inside? Today, we're exploring a question that seems simple, but reveals so much. Do Buddhists pray? The short answer is both yes and no. It's no if by prayer we mean the common Western understanding, a petition to an all-powerful Creator God who intervenes in our lives. The Buddha was a human being who awakened, a guide who pointed the way, not a deity who grants wishes. He famously said, "You yourselves must strive. The Buddhas only point the way." And yet, it's yes if we expand our understanding of prayer. In Buddhist practice, devotional acts are not about asking for external intervention. They are a profound technology for internal transformation. Let's explore what that really means. So if Buddhists aren't praying to the Buddha as a god, what is happening when you see someone chanting, bowing, or making offerings? Who or what is being addressed? The answer varies across different Buddhist traditions, but a common thread runs through them all. The figures of reverence, whether it's the historical Buddha or enlightened beings known as bodhisattvas like Avalokiteshvara, the embodiment of compassion, are not seen as divine saviors. They are seen as perfect examples, as ultimate role models. They represent the fully awakened potential that exists within every one of us. To make this clear, let's use an analogy. Imagine that your heart-mind is a musical instrument, like a guitar, and through the stresses and confusions of life, what the Buddha called the fires of greed, anger, and delusion, your instrument has gone out of tune. The strings are slack, and the notes it produces are discordant and unsatisfying. This is the state of dukkha, or suffering. You can't play a beautiful song. Now imagine that the Buddha, or a figure like Guanyin, the bodhisattva of compassion, is a perfectly calibrated tuning fork. One tuning fork resonates with the perfect frequency of wisdom. Another resonates with the clear, unwavering tone of compassion. When a Buddhist chants a mantra, recites the virtues of the Buddha, or holds these figures in their mind, they are not asking the tuning fork to fix their guitar. They are striking that perfect, clear tone and holding it close to their own being. The practice is to listen intently to that perfect frequency. Through a process of sympathetic resonance, you begin to slowly, carefully, and intentionally adjust the strings of your own heart. You are tuning yourself to the frequency of compassion. You are aligning your mind with the clarity of wisdom. So this form of prayer is not a passive plea. It is an active process of attunement. It's a way to remember and awaken the clear, compassionate music that your own heart is capable of making. This shifts our entire understanding of devotion. It's no longer about seeking favor from an external power, but about cultivating strength, clarity, and kindness from within. How can we apply this in our secular daily lives? You don't need a statue or a temple to practice this. Your tuning fork can be any source of inspiration that represents a quality you wish to grow. If you want to cultivate courage, You might bring to mind the quiet resilience of a figure like Nelson Mandela. If you want to cultivate kindness, you might think of a grandparent or a beloved mentor known for their warmth. When you're facing a difficult meeting at work, instead of thinking, "I hope this goes well," you can pause and bring your tuning fork to mind. Ask, "How would I approach this if I were truly aligned with clarity and patience?" This transforms prayer from a hope into a practice. You are actively tuning your own mind for the challenge ahead, reminding yourself of the best qualities you already possess. Here is a simple way to explore this idea this week. First, identify one quality you genuinely like to strengthen in yourself. It could be patience, generosity, clarity, or kindness. Second, identify your tuning fork, a person, whether real or fictional, historical or in your own life, who you feel perfectly embodies this quality. For the next few days, whenever you feel the opposite of that quality arising, impatience, stinginess, confusion, I invite you to pause, take one breath, and simply bring your tuning fork to mind. Don't ask for anything. Just allow their example, their resonance, to be present with you for a moment. Notice what, if anything, shifts within you. So do Buddhists pray? In their own way, they do. But it is a prayer of aspiration, not petition. It is a practice of remembering, not requesting. It is the profound and beautiful art of tuning the heart-mind to the frequencies of wisdom and compassion that are our deepest nature. The statue on the altar is not an idol to be worshipped. It is a reminder, a perfect, silent tuning fork, waiting to help us recall the beautiful music we were always meant to make. What quality would you choose for your tuning fork? I'd be honored if you shared it in the comments below. And for more guidance on tuning your inner compass, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining me today.